McBurney to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Williams escapes the pocket. Oh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He beams one, deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st down, here's Swift. Escapes a defender. He takes it down to the 33. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Williams from the gun. He's got it downfield near the edge. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. That'll be caught. Here's Ty Chandler. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. Not a lot available to him, it's to the 38. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
Pete, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings find an answer with their opening drive.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings literally won up that opening touchdown drive, as they take a 7-6 lead here. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Forced out to his right. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Williams to throw. One's caught along the left sideline. And all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Williams on the play action. On the move, headed right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
To the air yet again, Williams. Brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
On 4th down, it's Williams. It's on target to Moore. And he will get the first as they touch him down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Off the play fake, Williams. Odunze's got it, right side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
And they just get the play off. That's to Odunze again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 5-point first-quarter lead. It's a Odunze touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
And the pass is caught. Tap 2 more onto the score. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again now, McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to get the Vikings the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try it left with Chandler. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
McCarthy looking to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, kid? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete right side, Burton has it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. Williams from the gun. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. First down. Williams to throw. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Short pass brought in. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Here's Williams again. Pass brought in by Burton. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Bears first down.
Again, it's Williams. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness, right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Vikings out of the hurry-up, meet everyone back to the line. 1st and 10, here's Jones. Now he's past the 25. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 38 out of the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
38 yards on the play.
Looking inside the red zone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. Taken in by Addison, left side. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 1-score game before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game.
Vikings 14. Will Reichert, the kickoff for the Vikings.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Return coming from the 6.
The Bears take over first and 10. And they're on the 31-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He'll throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds Komet downfield. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Now McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly, but the catch moves him to the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
This one's caught, and they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Out of the gun, a give to Jones. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to get the Vikings the first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take the lead right away in half number 2. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. On play action, here's Williams. To the left side is hauled in by Loveland. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Running with Swift out of the gun. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Williams set to pass. Completed over the middle. taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. Shoots away from one. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears grab the lead on their first series of the half. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Man in motion, headed right. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Chased out to his right. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
It's a turnover.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was brought down by
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Williams from the gun. Complete right side. Burton has it. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Williams to throw on 3rd. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Bears football to begin the fourth as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. One in behind center with Swift. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Drops it underneath, Swift. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That one connects. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears push this to an 8-point game. It's a Roll the Dudes a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. This one is up and good. And the Bears push the lead to 2 scores now. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now he'll give up the middle to Jones. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught near the goal line. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Braun starts with an option, right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bears first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To throw is Williams. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. He was looking for Luther Burden. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Flushed out of the pocket. They did it! He made the interception! And the Vikings have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
I'll start with a give to Jones. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings trail by a couple. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here he is to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
2nd down carry for Jones. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on a carry. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Here he is to throw. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock. It's just one loses yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for two and try to make this a field goal game. They look to throw it. And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Big strike here to Moore. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the first down as well, and moves them into field goal range. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. Well, they waited right until the end to use this final timeout. It's only 6 seconds left on the clock. Through the tension and pressure, Will Reichard out to kick. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Fields the hard squib kick. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.